Hello, I'm Pat Allen. Welcome to Mansions and Menus, the show where you get to tour multi-million-dollar mansions, followed by a cooking class in the owner's fabulous kitchen. Now let's get ready for the grand tour. Chloe, my grand dog, is visiting with me today, and we're just going to have a ball. Today we'll be touring a mansion in Highlands, North Carolina. Highlands, North Carolina sits in the Blue Ridge Mountains of western North Carolina and has been a haven for tourists since it was deemed the millionaire's village in the early 1900s. Highlands is a temperate rainforest. Majestic mountains give rise to grand waterfalls and beckon hikers and sightseers. Award-winning restaurants align the streets filled with boutique shopping opportunities. As you meander through the long approach to this gorgeous estate, many stone walls accent the natural beauty of native rhododendrons, numerous species of native plants and flora, and mature trees that are as stately as the manor home itself. The impressive stone archway is a hint of the grand mansion slowly coming into view. The owners chose to build an English country-style Tudor estate. It took 6 long years to complete and was perfectly seated into the landscape and terrain of the 23 acres. Every inch was well thought out. Even the slate roof includes 5 graduated sizes of tiles in 4 colors from 3 states, with canoe valleys as they would have been built hundreds of years ago. The granite walls were meticulously hand-built in the traditional dry stack style of patinated local fieldstone. The main house features 4 bedrooms, 4 full baths and 2 half baths, and 7 wood-burning fireplaces. The guest house includes 3 bedrooms and 3 baths and a soaring fireplace for chilly nights. You have a perfectly framed view of Whiteside Mountain. And legend has it, this is the oldest mountain in the world. Everywhere you look from this mansion, you have a grand mountain view. What a place to entertain. You are in for a real treat. Let's head inside. All of the paneling and moldings were custom milled. It took 20 workmen 5 years to layer and work the color, creating the patina to match the original panels. Exquisite, to say the least. The great room opens to a quaint and charming reading room, perfect for cozy nights by the fireplace. The master suites are accessible by a grand staircase, or if you prefer, an elevator, and are separated by a lovely fireplace and sitting area. The spacious lady suite has a generous closet filled with nooks and crannies, and the toile-covered screen doors allow privacy. The gentleman's suite leads to a grand sleeping porch, reminiscent of days gone by. The perfect place for napping, reading, or just taking in the view. What a fabulous view. The mountains surround you, and just look at the beautiful gardens below. Now I've got to go find Chloe so we can cut flowers for tonight's dinner party. The formal gardens were designed by Rosemary Verret, probably the most distinguished English garden designer of the second half of the 20th century. Chloe, have you ever seen such beautiful gardens? Just look at these lovely flowers for our dinner party tonight. What beautiful gardens we have here, from the formal to the casual to the herb garden. Everywhere I look, I see something more spectacular. Now, let's head to the kitchen for a cooking class. The menu I chose is reflective of an English country meal with a European flair. We'll have stuffed peppadews, classic beef tenderloin, roasted asparagus with Sauvignon sauce, and finish with a limoncello cake. All recipes can be found on mansionsandmenus.com. Now for the peppadews. A peppadew is a small South African pepper which is slightly sweet with a little heat. They can be eaten by themselves, or I like to stuff them with either goat cheese with chives, or the traditional South African way is to stuff them with feta cheese, which is also absolutely delicious. Have your cheese at room temperature and place in a piping bag or zip top bag. Simply pipe in. So delicious and simple. So good and different. Finally, I've prepared fresh asparagus from the Nature Crisp Jennings farm located in Soperton, Georgia. I've actually been there and watched as they pull carrots, onions, and peppers from the ground. Nothing tastes better than fresh produce. They also grow wonderful microgreens. Get to know your farmers and order what's fresh for the week. You won't believe the difference in flavor. For the asparagus, I snap from the end where it naturally breaks and then drizzle with olive oil on a sheet pan topped with sea salt. Put in a 400-degree oven for about 12 minutes. Now for the Sauvignon sauce to serve on top. In a stainless mixing bowl, add 4 egg yolks, add a 1/4 cup dry champagne, a teaspoon fresh lemon juice, and a pinch of sugar. Make a water bath with a pan about 1/2 full of simmering water. Place a stainless pan on top and simmer until the mixture is thick and pale. And here's a tip. Don't let the bottom of the bowl touch the water, or you might as well cook bacon to go with the scrambled eggs and have breakfast. Take off the heat and fold in the whipped cream to this consistency. Let's prepare the beef tenderloin. Most people think that it's difficult to do, but it's one of the easiest entrees and is sure to impress. The key is to remove the silver skin. Ask your butcher to do so if you prefer. And here's a tip for you. Always pat any meat dry. Otherwise, you will be steaming rather than sealing in the juices. What I like to do is use the coarse sea salt and just cover liberally and rub in on both sides. And then I finish with coarse ground black pepper. Here we have butter and olive oil in a hot pan, and I've added sliced fresh garlic and the tenderloin. Sear on all sides, sealing in the juices. I love that sizzle, as I know something good is coming later. Place in a 425-degree oven and roast for 15 minutes for medium rare, longer if you like medium. Here's another great tip for you. Anytime that you cook beef, you really need to let it rest, because when the heat hits the proteins, all of the juices run to the center. And once it's rested for 10 minutes, the juices will flow back to the ends. While everything is finishing cooking, let's go to the wine cellar and I'll pick the wines to go with our meal. I'm choosing wines from the Lambert Bridge Winery located in Hillsburg in Sonoma Valley. It's a small boutique winery with fabulous wines and I highly recommend it. For the tenderloin, I will pick a Petit Verdot, a purple red wine with hints of blueberry and smoke. Perfect, and a nice change from a classic Cabernet. Then for our peppadews, I've chosen a Viognier, which is a wonderful alternative to a Chardonnay. Very floral, still a dry wine that will work well to bring out the little bite in the pepper, but also the sweetness of the pepper. So now that we've chosen our wines, let's get back to the kitchen. For this particular mansion, I chose a limoncello cake. If you aren't familiar with limoncello, it is a liqueur made from lemon rinds soaked in grain alcohol or vodka. No wonder it tastes so good. Here I have a cake that I've already prepared for you, and I've baked this one. So I'm just poking holes here, and then we're going to pour our glaze, and then it's going to saturate the center with this incredible lemon flavor. And you'll want to do this on a cutting board or a rack so that it will catch the glaze, and then you can transfer it to your cake dish. And I like to top it with toasted almonds and lemon zest. And for the full recipe, if you'll go to mansionsandmenus.com, then you can find it there. Here we are on this beautiful outdoor dining pavilion, complete with a stone fireplace, perfect for chilly mountain evenings. Here are great peppadews that we prepared in the kitchen earlier, along with a Lambert Bridge viognier, of which I can't wait to get a glass of. And now, I think I hear our guest arriving. Perfect. Everyone's having a great time out on the patio, enjoying the peppadews and the beignet. Here we have our final plates. We have our lovely beef tenderloin with fresh garlic, roasted asparagus with Sauvignon sauce, horseradish mashed potatoes, and roasted tomatoes with balsamic glaze. And look how beautiful the limoncello cake turned out. I can't wait to taste it. And of course, our great Lambert Bridge wine, the Petit Verdot, that I'm going to have a sip of. Fabulous. Now let's check the dining room for the last time before the guests arrive. What great dinner parties you could have in this lovely dining room, complete with a fireplace and chandeliers brought back from a monastery in France. Okay, looks great to me. Chloe, let's head to the pool so I can put my feet up for a few minutes. Good job today, Chloe. You enjoy your cake, I'll enjoy my wine. Thank you everyone for watching, and join us next time for more Mansions and Menus.